Hey everyone, I am Anik. The objectives of this training session. Now, in the previous lessons of Start Your Screenplay Right Now, we chose 2 words from the 20 master plots. Then we created a sentence out of those 2 words. Then we expanded the sentence in point form into 30 other sentences, and then we contracted that to form the beginning of your story. Now we are going to delve even deeper and define our story. Now, if you remember, 20 master plots and you chose 2 blocks. Here is an explanation of the 20 master plots that we have been through. Now, I chose adventure and I chose rivalry. And I formed a sentence. A young couple on an adventure find a treasure trove of old artifacts, but are at loggerheads and become bitter rivals over what to do with it. So we are back onto Microsoft Word. The 2 words we have chosen is adventure and rivalry. A young couple on an adventure find a treasure trove of old artifacts, but are at loggerheads and become bitter rivals over what to do with it. Now you remember that we took that and cut it into 7 different sentences. And then we took each sentence and then we expanded it further. We had expanded on it until we came to a reasonable paragraph. A young couple, Mark and Janine, meet on an adventure and get on well. It is Janine's birthday. She turns 35. After much deliberation, Mark surprises her. On the adventure to the treasure island, Janine finds a treasure piece. Then Mark discovers a trove of old artifacts. The honeymoon phase is over. Reality hits them. They're beginning to really discover each other. They do not see the other side to themselves and become bitter rivals. In their youth, they were not taught conflict resolution and cannot come to terms with how to solve the issue. Marx wants to sell it, Janine wants to get experts on it. Now, re-looking at this, I don't like this sentence. It doesn't do much for the story and it's a bit too defined at the moment to actually use. So I'm going to take that out, delete it. And the delete key is probably one of the most important keys on your keyboard, because if you don't like something, delete it. Don't keep something that you don't really like or you feel you don't really need. Now, the story isn't over by any means. This is only the beginning of the story. So now that we have the beginning down, it is a time to define it. The time is about right now. We have about 1/3 page and it's just enough to see it in one glance. Now the questions to ask now is this a serious story, or is this a funny story, or is it both a serious and a funny story? And looking at what I have written, I've decided that it is not both a serious and funny story. I just want to make it into a funny story. I want to give people a laugh. I don't want something too complicated uh, or too stressful. Now that you've chosen it, it's time for an ending type. Now remember, what we have presented is just the beginning of the story. Would you like a sweet ending, a bitter ending, or a bittersweet ending? I think I'll choose a bittersweet ending. That. So as I can say, it's a funny story with a bittersweet ending. So let's write that down. It's a funny story with a bittersweet ending. And that is how we will leave it. Now that we've made the choice of what we want with our story, ask yourself today, tonight, when you have time, or it may just even cross your mind, why is this funny story? And how would you make this ending a bittersweet ending, such in a way that the main character has changed, but it comes at a cost, or the main character gets what they want, but it comes at a cost? How would you create that bitter ending, that bittersweet ending that really has a bit of both worlds? So for more videos on screen and story writing in general, please like, subscribe, leave a comment or a question. And then I will see you in the next presentation, which is completing your synopsis.